Hey YouTube, Soldier553 here. This is going to be the field strip of the Walther P22. This is the basic disassembly. This is all you need to do to clean and maintain your firearm. I'm not going to do a complete strip because it's not necessary with this type of gun. So let's get started. With any firearm, we're going to make sure it's safe. We're going to release our magazine. No rounds in the magazine. No rounds in the chamber. I'll do a little physical check. Nothing in there. So this pretty simple. You see a lot of videos on YouTube where people complain about the takedown. Yes, you do need a little tool. You do need a little dowel like this to get it back together. If you don't have this, it can be a little bit tricky, but if you do lose this, go ahead and pick one up at your hardware store, a little wooden dowel the same size and diameter. It should work, but keep it in the case. It shouldn't get lost. No problem at all. So this, hammer back, no magazine in it. What you're going to do is, this has the little disassembly latch right here on both sides, you can see. Now you see some people, they try like this and they go like this, and I find the easiest way is just to go straight down on both sides with your thumb and your finger on the side there. As you can see how it's down. It popped it back up. Just push straight down. Works the best that way for me. This is just the way I do this. Okay, simply you're going to take it back, lift up, let it come forward. There's your slide. There's your inside of your slide. This one needs the cleaning. Nothing new, nothing extravagant. Here's your hammer block right here. I don't know if you can see this on the video. See how that little piece of right here, how that moves? Basically it prevents the hammer from falling on the firing pin, which is that little gray part right there. So nothing else you need to do this. There's your extractor. So pretty simple, just like most guns. Then you're gonna have your recoil spring and recoil your guide rod. This is metal. Some guns, yeah, they like to make them out of plastic. It's not a big deal. It just does one thing, holds that spring. Take that off, don't worry about what end comes off, they're both the same, as you can see. And then there's your fixed barrel. Like I said in my last video, this does not tilt back like in a Glock or similar guns like that. There's your ejector. See, it's, as you can see, it's kind of filthy. Especially on the feed ramp right here, you can see. Pretty dirty. 22s tend to get pretty dirty. That's why they're kind of picky, because they get really dirty. I clean mine, every time I shoot it pretty much. If I shoot 50 rounds, I clean it. If I shoot 200 rounds, I clean it. If I shoot 500 rounds, I'm gonna clean it. See down the barrel there. Get you a better shot there. Kind of tricky to do behind a camera, but you can basically see down a itty bitty barrel. So that's all you have to do. You just run your brush, run your patches. Like I said, you have a wrench not going to take it off, but you can take that wrench. See how it's little cuts in there, and this comes off, and this is actually a barrel sleeve over the barrel. Barrel comes out. That's only if you can do the you can get an extended barrel on this model. California, I think it's the only way you can legally own this kind of gun. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's basically it. You can get down and clean the magazine well. You clean back here, clean the rails. Now here's the tricky part. This dowel here. What I do is basically how they recommend you do it in the book. You just sit your recoil spring and guide rod in there. What you do is you take this, put it right in there, and right in the spring. Basically, you just got a longer guide rod. That's all it does. What you're gonna do is you're gonna take your slide. It's kind of tricky behind the camera. Put that through the front and let it pop out. Let it come back. Bring your slide forward. Now if you're having trouble with that slide coming forward, it doesn't want to come forward, make sure this is not up. You didn't push that up by mistake. I've done that before. That's where some people have problems. And then push that up. Works just fine. Remember, this one has the magazine disconnect safety. Like I tried to explain in my last video, you cannot pull the trigger with the magazine out. You can pull it all day long. Nothing will happen. You can still cock the hammer, but it will not fire. Some people like that, some people don't. On this kind of gun, I don't plan on carrying it, so I don't really care if I accidentally hit this mag release and drop it. And you know, some people say, oh, at least you have one in the chamber, and that might save your life. But this, I don't care. Makes it a little bit safer. Drop the hammer. Locks back with that magazine in. I don't like to drop my slide on an empty chamber. It's not recommended. I don't dry fire this a whole lot. I don't want to wear out that block, but if I have, you know, if I shooting it and it doesn't lock back and it comes down like that, I'm not gonna lose any sleep over it. That's basically how you tear this down and put it back together. It's really not that complicated. You know, just don't lose this and you'll be fine. There are some people that have videos out there that say how you can put it back together without this. If that's what you want to do, then that's what you can do, but I don't recommend it. I tend to do things the way that they design it to be done. If you want to try to go against that, that's fine with me. That's not the way I like to do it. So there it is, back together, fully operational, ready to go. Just needs cleaning, but not that hard. Alrighty, you have a good day.